Hextech ultimatum is stolen away. Teleport comes down here and uses his in return. Defensive flash, and Niski picks up first blood. Now Razorki missed the Q, will not be able to jump onto Adam, and here comes Vetheo. Locks down Niski inside the river, and the chase will continue. A lot of lifesteal, but the execution, 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, but I like the way Fnatic did with that one as well, and we're not done yet.
No, we're not. The taunt lands as well as the Winds of War. Fantastic knocker from Hilly to disengage Misfits. We're still not done, Gulborg, as Hirit teleports back into the top lane. The sweep tactical as well as the knockup. Razork gets himself another.
And in the end, that's that teleport advantage we talked about. Look at that big minion wave collapsing onto the turret right now. Niski, Adam, no teleport to pick up this one. But on the bottom side of the map, it looks like they want someone else to lose some resources.
They really do. Kobe and Vander are forced away from the wave. A plate has already been secured and into the pit. Vtheo's here, flanked by two members, and that is the Herald secured and picked up. That's a defensive kick away, as now Whitmo is knocked back. Vtheo's trying to find the stun, and here comes Hirit as well. 4 versus 3, and Misfits find another kill. Hillisang's thinking about the engage and decides better of it. 2 Fnatic members fall, and Misfits get the Herald.
What a huge taunt for Vander in that fight as well, and quick response from Misfit, realizing that Fnatic started off the Herald, back to lane, moving up the rest of the members of the map, up to contest, and they find the Herald, they find the kills, and they find themselves in a 1k gold lead 8 minutes into the game. It's just that simple. Fnatic has the better bot side of the map right now. They have diverted their resource down towards this one, while Misfits did it up towards the top side.
Oh, what a fantastic stun! Not enough for the kill just yet. Finally, Razork gets focused, turns around. The teleport now available is going to be channeled into this bottom lane. There will be a reply as Vetheo and Adam now stare down the barrel. The tower has continually been chipped away from as Upset takes yet another plate. And finally, the Herald summoned. There was no play set up around it. 5 members of Fnatic in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this can be a bit dangerous for Fnatic. They haven't reset yet, and the members from Misfits are coming out. At the same time, Hirit in the top side is just getting the first turret for himself, it seems like. And now Shelly also coming down towards the bot side. Fnatic, that just forfeited to leave from the Evrakan, from Upset Sire here. So let's see how this fight around the priority and vision of the Drake is going to pan out.
All right, mid lane was pushed into Fnatic by Misfits once again. Razork, the first target, is going to wall hop over. Hirit, Hextech ultimatum comes down, but Web is buying some time thanks to the stopwatch. That allows the hero's entrance from Vander. Razork re-engages once more, but he's focused down by 4 members of Fnatic. It's Niski that gets the kill. Kobe's running for his life as Vetheo picks up one back onto Adam. Hillisang throws down the ignite and burn. Kobe is down. Now Vtheo's running for his life. 2 for 1 as far as kills, but the 3rd dragon to Fnatic. Now, Misfits have to catch this mid wave and push it back. Teleport is available for Niski. He's still up in the top lane. Well, it looks like Hirit will once again jump onto Adam. Here comes Vetheo. The teleport comes out as well. Hextech ultimatum has been thrown down, and Fnatic are split up for a moment. 3 members of Misfits jumping onto Niski, and he's blown up where he stands. Adam still stands alive while Hirit goes golden thanks to the stopwatch. All of Misfits except Kobe are now turning their attention. That's going to be a dead Hirit. Finally, Kobe's Ezreal arrives to the fight and takes down Whippo. All of a sudden, Upset is now going to need to be delivering a huge impact, chunking out Vander. Adam, who was the first target of the fight, is now the man leading the charge. Misfits, they get control, they get 2 kills, and they peel back for the dragon.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to be able to make sure Fnatic won't be able to contest this one. And Trevor, we talked about it, Misfits, they have to find a pick in a side lane. And
in a moment, as the teleport is being committed, remember, side lanes, picking of solo members of Fnatic is the game plan. Hirit throws down the ultimatum. Here comes the rest of Misfits. 4 of them on top of Niski with the kill secured. They turn their attention and may consider Baron.
That's the thing, 40-second death timer, you're losing the grasp of the game. Misfits right now, their thought process has to be this Baron.
That is indeed the case. There are a couple of wards here for Fnatic to play with. No ultimate from Kobe or Vander or Hirit. Razork can disengage with a kick, and Adam's teleporting in. It's a 5 versus 4. Vetheo on the flank looking for Upset, but he's caught. He's stunned. He's jumped on top of by Hillisang and taken out by Whippo. Now the rest of Misfits are running for their lives. 4v4. Vander tries to buy some time with a taunt. Hirit will use the passive shield to at least absorb some damage, but he cannot stand toe-to-toe. Hillisang survives thanks to Upset's heal, and Misfits are being routed, are being wrecked. They manage to find a kill into Hillisang somehow in the fray, but the Heartbreaker from Whippo picks up another. Not going to be able to find more. Now all of a sudden, it's Fnatic that can turn their attention to Baron.
And this bloodness of this game continues now, Trevor. They are continuing on to Baron themselves. 30-second death timers onto Hirit. 20 on Vetheo, no teleport. It seems like they're going to thread a steal on it.
Man, that Featherstorm thrown out from Upset. They've still got flash available. available to him. Kobe's trying to use those Mystic shots, but here comes Niski. He's managed to run all the way back to the mid lane, still has the Hextech ultimatum, and locks down Kobe. Gets himself another kill. The rest of Fnatic, they jump back into the pit. Razork still has his Flash and Smite available.
I don't know if they can continue on this one because the solo laners are respawning now. It's down to half HP. Razork, as you said, still has that Smite, so this is going to be crazy.
He's going to have to burger flip it. Can Razork get into the pit? Sonic Wave lands. Resonating Strike available, but will just about time out. Flash is up. Adam jumps forward. Not going to be able to kill him just yet, and Razork's running for his life. Fnatic have thwarted the threat for now. Baron is still low. Razork jumps into the pit.
HP!
The final hit! It's Misfits that get the Baron! Fnatic cannot find the final shot! All of a sudden, hear it! He's now running for his life! Vandus here, the next target. The hook shot into the GA means that Hirit will finally go down. Vetheo dashes in, dashes out. That's at least 2 Barons down. Vetheo's taking Fnatic on a run for the moment and finally stopped. But it was Misfits that stole the Baron.
Yeah, that's the thing, because the gold is still dead even, Trevor. Can you believe it?
But compositionally speaking, and how Fnatic have been able to force the fights, Misfits have not been able to effectively 1-3-1. Misfits have not been able to hold off the 5-man Fnatic. Razork will be the next target here, jumped on by Sometime with a stopwatch. The rest of Misfits not yet alive. Copy and Hirit finally get to their base. There's not a lot of minions to work with, but you're in a numbers disadvantage and Infernal Soul.
Yeah, I think Fnatic, they can definitely look to push further with this one. There's not a lot of wave clear on the champions that's left right now for Misfit. Ezreal barely has it. Hirit can't get access to it, so Fnatic, I think they just want to take the first game right here.
They're going to look at the Nexus 4 now. Hirit jumps onto Hylissang. He's going to pull Fnatic's attention for a very brief moment. 15 seconds before Vetheo is back alive. And Fnatic maintain the line. Minions have been cleared out, and Misfits will survive for now. 109, quietly controlling the lane. Obviously, Vander left a few times, but he's just done exactly what his team needs him to do. And now Niski's going to initiate this fight. We're going to focus on the teleport as Adam will jump into the fray. We'll get back to this in just a moment. As Fnatic have already found themselves a kill there onto Vander, continuing to push forward into the red buff. Razork left alone, split off from Kobe and Vetheo. The teleports from Fnatic. We're going to be able to seal the deal here. It feels like 34 seconds on Vander. The ultimate used by Razork. Now he will just get run down. It feels like a matter of time. He's keeping Fnatic interested, taking them on a wild goose chase. But it's 6 seconds until Baron. Adam is going to be able to push down that top turret with upset. Lupo's going to take a Mystic shot to the face, and Fnatic can threaten 2 objectives. They can push onto the inhibitor. Teleport is available for Niski. He can get the supers and then get out.
You're completely right, Misfit. They have to commit to 1 objective here, or else they're just going to lose out.
Well, Vetheo is going to jump forward, not get enough damage onto Bwipo. Uses the Hourglass to buy some time. Razork doesn't have the kick and is forced to run for his life. It's Adam that takes down Vetheo. Now Hirit still got the Hextech ultimatum, needs to lock up a key target and allow Kobe to put the damage out, but they cannot stand long enough. They cannot fend off Fnatic, and Misfits have lost 2 members. Fnatic ignore the dragon, and they're pushing for the base.
Yeah, we've already talked about it. This is Fnatic turf once we get into these team fights, and now Copper trying to run for his life. Does have the Arcane Shift, does have the Flash, but the rest of Fnatic, they're just pushing down for the first here.
Kobe did not ever get enough time to make those Mystic shots work. Misfits were unable to use their early leads to gain control of the 1-3-1. The Nexus turrets are now starting to fall, and Fnatic with Soul, with Baron, will find another kill onto Razork. Will take out the Nexus turret as well as Kobe. And as they take down the Nexus, Fnatic strike first in the best of 5.
You talked about expectations and, you know, coming in from the style of Fnatic, if this is what it's going to look like. Misfits, they have to make more use of those side lanes, because once you get to the grouped objective, Fnatic, they just had it from start to finish.
I mean, it's crazy because the early plays looked so good for Misfits. Here it's Camille, the recipient of multiple ganks. He got an early advantage, and it felt as though
an over push, but they do walk away with the win. So as we get the draft up in just a second, Treats, at the beginning we talked about, you know, who will be able to adjust the best. Now, this to me looks like a pretty bad time for Misfits, because they did what they love doing, and it worked, because here it was miles ahead of Adam, but it didn't pan out in the rest of the game. How do you think that's going to impact their draft or play strategy going into game 2 for Misfits?
I think it hurts their confidence a lot, knowing that they played the style that they wanted and they still took a beating. especially with the big advantage that they got on hit it. I don't even think they can get this reliably every game. So I think, especially for Adam, I think he's very happy with this game. He got really behind, but he was still super impactful. And with Fnatic taking the win, I'm not sure what Misfits will try to swap, but they have to do something, I think.
Yeah, let's maybe look at the draft and take a look, Vetheo, because it's never just the top lane in isolation, as we know. What are the elements you think you'd like to see again for Misfits that did work out, similarly for Fnatic?
Well, I think that prioritizing the Camille LeBlanc was good because, as we already mentioned, like it gives them so much agency in the mid towards the top side of the map. The thing that I think really changes this dynamic is when we think back to last week when they played against Rogue, when that Fiora pick came through as an answer to the Camille. If Rogue had lost that game, things become very hard for Rogue. Because now it doesn't matter what the Camille side it's on, it's a troublesome champion. Now Fnatic have said, we don't care how fed your Camille gets. We don't care how overfed or how strong the top side is. As long as we've got upset on a carry, we're happy.
Yeah.
So I imagine that if I'm Misfits, perhaps your game plan now becomes, well, how do we get upset off of something that has this much agency? Or how do we remove that agency from Hylissang? Perhaps maybe the Rakan they consider more of the problem that gives that much peel to upset. I feel like they need to find a way to attack this bot lane and give upset fewer chances to be able to do the damage that he often does in fights. But then the other problem is Adam was really good in team fights. So
yes,
it feels like that Fnatic really did come to play and came prepared for Misfits.
Misfits played 5 games on Red versus Rogue. They kept prioritizing that counter pick for here. They chose Red again for game 2. I think we're in the same boat for this one. We'll see if Fnatic can keep the momentum in game 2 as the players return to the stage.